Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will share you how to troubleshoot or debug SAP Fiori application. Can be standard SAP Fiori application or custom SAP Fiori application we made from SAP UI5 library. First, we log into SAP Fiori Launchpad by using Chrome browser. Okay, we are now in SAP Fiori Launchpad page. This Fiori Launchpad page is also standard SAP Fiori application. It is for displaying tiles of the other SAP Fiori applications. In this time, we will troubleshoot this page. But if you want to troubleshoot another Fiori application, for example, approve purchase order, you can go to the page by clicking the tile. Okay, to troubleshoot or debug Fiori application by using Chrome browser, we display the developer tools. We go to Chrome menu and then more tools and then developer tools. Or we can use shortcut control button and shift button and I button on keyboard. Or another way, we can right click on the browser and then we click inspect. There are many tabs. We do not use all the tabs. The first tab or elements tab is for displaying the main page of the application. It is index.html. Sometimes we need to check index.html page to know related component attached to it, the layout of the page, and so on. The second tab is console tab. All logs of the application running are stored in this tab. If there is an error, for example syntax error or data error that affecting the application run, the error information will be stored there with red font color. We see there is no error, only warning. If we develop a custom Fiori application, we will often use this tab to check errors. And then the next tab is sources. This tab contains all files of the application, such as HTML file, JavaScript files, and so on. With this, we can debug the JavaScript source codes. I think if we troubleshoot standard SAP Fiori application, it is not required to debug the JavaScript. But if we develop a custom Fiori application, we may require to debug them. And we can debug by using this tab. Okay, I will show you how to debug the JavaScript source codes. I will show you a custom Fiori application I have made. I will debug this Fiori application. We open developer tool of Chrome browser and then we go to sources tab. For example, we want to debug the application when button search is clicked. We create a breakpoint. I know that search button is located in master view, so I create the breakpoint in master controller. In function search, we click on the left side and then we push button search. We are now in debugging mode. We can run the source codes line by line by using this button and so on. We can analyze a variable by using tab watch. Okay, we can do everything we want in debugging mode to analyze the source codes. Okay, we exit the debugging mode. Okay, that is the example how we can debug a Fiori application. The next tab we want to discuss is Network tab. This tab can show us the HTTP request made by the Fiori application. This tab is very important. Why? Because with this we can know every OData URLs that is executed by the application. To see the HTTP request made by the application, we reload the page and then we change the layout. Beside HTTP request, this tab can also show us files loaded from the server, such as JavaScript, CSS, image, and so on. To show all HTTP requests made by this application, we select button XHR, and then OData request row can be found with prefix /sap/opu/odata. Okay, we found one OData request. This OData request is for getting the number approval of purchase order. We see the header of the HTTP request. The return code is 200. This means that the HTTP request is executed successfully. And this is the URL of the OData. We go to response of the HTTP request. Okay, the number of purchase order approval is 0. Okay, we search another OData request. This is OData request for purchase requisition approval. We search another HTTP request. There is an error HTTP request, but it is not related to Fiori Launchpad. It is HTTP request owned by one of Chrome add-on I have installed. Okay, for example only, I will make some OData errors to show you how to find errors and then solve them. Okay, I have done. We see the page is displaying error state. We reload again the page and then we search OData request in tab Network. We click OData request for PR approval. We go to header of the HTTP request. The status code is 500, not 200. This means that the OData request contains errors. We search another OData request. Okay, we found OData request for PO approval and also with status error. To see the error detail, we can go to response. We can read the error detail, or we can also go to OData log in SAP Fiori front-end server. Okay, we log into SAP Fiori front-end server and then we run transaction code /iwfnd/error_log. We found 2 error logs in current date. The error is because of no RFC authorization for backend user. After analyzing the error, and then we can fix the error. Okay, I have done fixing the error. Now we reload again the Fiori Launchpad. We check the OData request for purchase order approval. The OData request is success, and we also check OData request for purchase requisition approval. The OData request is also success. Okay, we have done troubleshooting OData request error, but how if there is no OData request error, but the data that is displayed by Fiori application is not correct? Or sometimes OData request error because of the logic of OData backend error. We can debug the OData backend service. How we can do that? To debug OData backend service, first we have to know the external service name of the OData. For example, we want to debug OData of PO approval. We select the OData request of PO approval. We go to header of the request. The external service name of the OData is in the URL after /SAP/. The external service name of PO approval OData is gbapp_PO approval. We copy and then we go to transaction code /IWFND_main_service. This transaction code is for maintaining OData service. And then we search OData service with external service name gbapp_PO approval. Okay, the service is found. And then we select the service. And then we go to lower right side. We see that the service implementation of the OData is in backend server. We push service implementation button. We will be redirected to the backend server. The source codes of the OData are stored in class CL_GB_APP_APV_PO_RDP. To go to that class, we double click the class name. The SAP GUI will open the class. Or we can immediately go to transaction code SE24. Okay, we are now in class CL_GBAPP_APV_RDP. We put breakpoint in method get_entity_set. This method will be executed if there is a request to the root URL of the OData. But if the URL is not a root OData URL, we must find another method. Okay, we go to the method. We put an external breakpoint. But before that, we have to make sure the external debugging user is the same as username that we use to open SAP Fiori application. To do that, we go to Utilities and then Setting and then Debugging tab. We put the username in field user. We click OK button and then we repeat putting the external breakpoint. And then we reload the Fiori Launchpad. Okay, the debugger is started. We can analyze the source codes until we get what we want to know. Okay, we continue running the rest of the source codes. If the debugger is not started, we have to make sure that RFC connection from front-end server to back-end server is set properly. To do that, we go to front-end server again, transaction code /iwfnd underscore main underscore service. At the lower right side, we double click the row. We are redirected to maintain RFC connection or transaction code SM59. And then we set the user field to current user, and then trust relationship field to yes. With this setting, the RFC connection will use the same username with current Fiori username to connect to the backend server. Okay, that's all. We have learned how to troubleshoot and debug Fiori application. Thanks for watching.